name is Sandy and welcome back to my channel. So Q&A. Asizuphozisa maseko. Nansi imibuzo phambi kwami ilindi. Umbuzo wokuqala uthi, do you still have an afro? If yes, how do you maintain it? Easy peasy. I leave it alone. That's really just a simple answer. I wear a lot of wigs, so ngaphansi kwezi wigs ndine afro, and I try to just keep it moisturized and ndihlambe, co-wash and moisturize. That's just how I take care of it, but I try to not manipulate it. Leave it alone as much as I can. How have you been? I've actually been wonderful. Thank you for asking. You don't miss church? For me, it's an extension of ukholo lwam. Long as ndiyazi uThixo ukhona, and uThixo ke akakho limited to just indawo ethile okanye to ecaweni kuphela. uThixo ukho kuyo yonke indawo. When you have not been going to church for a long time, uyayikhumbula ekuqaleni because ayonto uyiqhelileyo, but over time you adjust. And if it gets to a point where I really do feel like I miss it, then I play church songs, ndiyacula ndithini yabo, and then ke ngoku kuthi thotobala. How was your childhood? Were you always a church girl? You know, this is actually funny because growing up, I wouldn't say that I was always a church girl. My parents would go to church all the time. Funny enough, ikawe yayikufitshane, yayipakufitshane. Sizula senzo up and down phantsi ecaweni, but ungaze usibone sisecaweni. Utatethu xa esithi, oh, you guys need to go to church, of which I love my parents for never forcing us to go to church. But once in a while, he'd be like, don't you guys want to go to church? Yo, asinaziketi, asinazikhiya. Sibe singayingeni. So I'd say no, I was not always a church girl. The next question is, have you ever agreed to date someone and regret after some time? No, I haven't, because ngesixhosa sithi kukuvuma. If ever ndiyakuvuma mna, ndikuvuma ngenxa yento yoba I really like you, so ndizoyiregretela loo nto le. But ke I know that sometimes abantu benza izinto ezi-ridiculous qonda uba hey hayi ke ndiyazisola ke ngoku. But then, not to be philosophical or anything, but mna iregret ayonto yam, like ndiqonda oh ndiyazisola ayonto yam, because ndiyakholwa into yoba yonke into eyenzekayo inesizathu sayo sokwenzeka. It has a reason, and everything that's not going wrong, it's trying to tell you something, it's trying to teach you something. You're meant to utate twetize from londo leyo. So no, I have never, in short. What is your routine to keeping a flat tummy? Niyabona nina ndizoninqinda. You know, previously I'd be humble and say, oh, I don't have a routine, but I do have a routine. And post that, oh, my routine, guys, in as much as I'm a foodie, it's the food that I eat. Oh, Sandy, you look so young, blah, blah. It's the food. Oh, Sandy, it's the food. It's as a meals just post that, yo, ningazi oyunga. Kukutya, guys, diet, ayikho enye into. Ewe ndiyagimba sometimes, but amaxesha amaninzi andgimbi. I alternate between two extremes, actually. So my routine is eating healthy. What are you doing in China, and how are they treating you there? I'm working in China and they are treating me so well. Okay, it's been a minute now, and I won't lie, I feel like I have adapted, so no complaints, no stories. Awuyoyiki a natural disaster labo in China. Asikho natural disasters kwezinye indawo. Mind you, ke phofu okoko ndifikile khange ngendive kusithiwa kune natural disaster apha. Guys, andiyoyiki mna guys ne ndingulaa mntu uba ngaba kuthiwa it is time, akho nto ndizoyenza. And besides, I really believe with all my heart that if kwi-natural disaster ezondifica, then izondifica okanye into embi izondehlela ndiphantsi kwebhedi ekhaya. Asoze ndiqonde ndiyaqonda uba ndihleli ndime bhunxwe endaweni eyi-1, I'm not moving, I'm not traveling because kuthiwa ndoyika into ethile. And actually, you know, coming to China really showed me that kisibhiti. Nah, kisibhiti, shame. When it comes to the small things, I'm such a baby. But when it comes to the big things, with my chest. Do you feel pressure of actually coming back home with a lot of money as society expects you to? Ooh, okay. I like that question. And to be quite honest, if ever bekusithiwa mna ndiphila according to into by society expect ntoni apha kum, ushuthi ngese ndabhubha. I think that ubomi bam as a whole has been, I wouldn't want to say unorthodox okanye mhlawumbi unconventional, but ewe nje trajectory nje yobomi bam, it's not typical, okay? So I acknowledge that ezindleleni zam, and also kubalulekile into yoba in as much as you have to dream and whatnot, but also uhlale stick to your lane. So I might not feel the pressure, but at least ndazi into yoba ndizele ntoni apha, and ndikwazi into yoba ndenze oko kusemandleni am, noko kundilingeneyo, noko kungangam njengoba ndilapha. Yeah. Next question is, are you dating? Akho nto ke ndiyicapukela njengabantu abenza i-Q&A sogqiba bangayiphenduli imibuzo, especially bayiphendule honestly. No, I am not dating at the moment. Ndityatyadula okanye ndishiye kanjalo. What are you doing in China? And I think that ziyadibana is, what is your profession? I have a degree in environmental science and geology, but I am currently teaching here in China. How many years in China? Oh, what? Very new. Ndifike izolo. What happened to your brand, Khoshikgadi? Brand ibisakhula, and then there was a whole incident. I saw somebody post under the same name on Twitter, but efaka perfumes, and that's when it dawned on me that I had to register. And it's just that the process of registering was taking too long, and then I just realized that I could not continue without it being legally registered, and that was it. Was getting a job abroad a dream for you, or you only thought of it as an option after losing your mom? Okay, getting a job abroad is something that I've always wanted to do, and funny enough, one of the last messages from my mom on WhatsApp yayisisho ukuthi xa ndikhangela imisebenzi phesheya be careful ndingadibani nabantu abazondithembisa imisebenzi kanti bafuna ukunitraffic. And what made you to start applying for jobs abroad? I think it's because I felt very stagnant in my life. I just needed a fresh start, and in my head I just thought that somehow, though, even though I've always wanted to work abroad, but and in my head like new beginnings, fresh starts, this is that are only reserved for abantu in their early 20s. And no, Sana, now that I'm here, I've seen that I kolondole. Oh, and the last question is, have you ever been interested in groove, alcohol, that life in general? Yes, I have been, and I would say that I still am a little, but then it's just that it's not something that I saw value in ukuthi ngibe hyper fixated on my social media. So yeah. Anyway, I think that iphelele ndiyiphendule yonke imibuzo yenu. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you are not yet subscribed, please make sure that you do, and tell your friends to tell their friends ukuthi masikhuleni man, masibuyeni, masibe ndikhona ngoku mayibe ngunyaka okukhulwa kuye lona. Ewe, andizonithembisa oninani ukuthi I'm going to do this, I'm going to post every day. No, I'm not going to do that. But ndizozama guys, ndizozama kangangoko into yoba ndiyisebenzise le channel, and nani ningandibaleki. Ndiyabulela ngokundithwala kweni ixesha lonke. Ndiyabulela ntoba nisahleli nama ningibalekanga. Yeah, I will see you next time. Love and light.